Welcome to this week's Robinson Report, Real Robinson Report. I'm here with Arizona Cardinals running back, Beanie Wells. What's going on, Beanie?
Hey, what's going on?
We're here just chilling, man, just hanging out, seeing what you're doing during the lockout. What's it been like during the lockout for you?
It's been crazy, man. I had a lot of free time, doing a lot of traveling, but, most importantly, working out, staying in shape, getting prepared for the season.
What's your goal this year? You're going in year 3. First round pick for the Cardinals in 2009. Personally, what do you want to get accomplished this year?
I definitely want to hit that milestone of 1,000 yards this year. Last year was a shaky year for me. I ended up missing 4 games. I had knee surgery, and my rookie year was decent, but I didn't build off of it my second year like you're supposed to. And I want to go out there my third year and have a fresh start and go out there and reach that milestone and hopefully have a good year.
Can you do it with the current offensive line you have? I know you got Penn State's finest, Levi Brown on the he's probably on the left side now. Levi Brown, you know what I mean? Can you do it with the roster you guys have now?
Definitely so. I think we just need to scheme things a little bit better. And our offensive line is pretty good. They're pretty strong. They're quick guys. They won't have many out of shape guys on our front line. So I definitely think we can get it done.
Ohio State. Oh man. Oh, I know. You got to stretch on that one, man. Ohio State, it's not Penn State, but Ohio State. What are your thoughts of what's been going on there now, man? I mean, I've always looked at Ohio State as a great school. I've loved playing in the horseshoe. I love playing against Ohio State. I definitely like you guys more than I like Michigan. But what are your thoughts of what's going on with the current situation with Ohio State?
It's a tough deal. It sucks. It sucks for, the university, the students, the coaches. I mean, the fans, everybody around that program. It's terrible. It's unfortunate that we had to go through it. And, it sucks that the NCAA has those rules where, guys can't go out and sell their own personals, because if they need a little bit extra money. But it is what it is. It's the day and age we live in. And, there's really not much you can do about it but abide by the rules.
It's funny that you said that about the NCAA. I personally think the NCAA is 15 to 20 years behind what's going on. I mean, you got coaches getting infractions for tweeting people. You know what I mean? I definitely think the NCAA needs to catch up with the times. And I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but while you were there, did you notice anything crazy happening, anything that you would call out of the ordinary?
No, nothing out of the ordinary. You hear rumblings about, what's out there and, what people can, have available to you, but, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that I don't think goes on at any other school in America. And, the NCAA, to speak on that again, it's terrible. It's supposed to be a nonprofit organization, yet they're making hundreds of millions of dollars each year off the student athlete.
The exact number is $4 billion. $4 billion the NCAA makes on us.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, Terrell Pryor, he's getting a bad rap. Personally, I think he needs some work at the quarterback position. I think that another year would have did that kid great. And because of what's going on, he has to go into the supplemental draft. Your thoughts on Terrell, and could he be an NFL quarterback?
It was a tough deal, him having to make that decision to leave and, go into the supplemental draft. And I personally think he should have stayed and took the suspension and did it the right way and, not left the university stranded, so to speak. But him being an NFL quarterback, I think with, the right coach and, the right people around him, he probably could be successful, working on his intangibles and, his mechanics. He can always get better. There's always room for improvement. And I think he has that room, but he has a huge amount of upside he has for himself.
Personally speaking, going back to the Cardinals, you guys drafted another back, Ryan Williams out of Virginia Tech, gifted guy. It's going to be a crowded backfield. How do you view that, and were you upset when you saw the draft? I mean, what were you thinking when you saw that draft pick?
I was shocked. big time, because I didn't think running back was a need that we needed on our team. But the coaches, I guess they didn't see the production that that they wanted, and they went out and drafted a running back. But you understand what this business is about. If they don't see production, if they don't see what they want to see, they're going to go out and get another piece of candy. That's all we are. It's like a candy store in the draft. They don't like what they taste, they spit it out and go get another one.
Well, I know you probably can't say this, but I can say it because it's my show. If you don't have a passing game, the production from the running backs will be low. Just food for thought. Talking about that, who's going to be the quarterback next year, man? Do you know?
I wish I did. I wish I did know. But, I hear rumblings about Carson Palmer, Kevin Cobb. I like our guy we have now, and John Skelton. He's a young guy, and I think he'll only get better with it being his second year and hopefully mature into that role of being a starting quarterback for us eventually.
What about John? What intangibles about John, will lead you to believe that he can start and be productive in the National Football League?
First and foremost, he's a smart guy. He came in and didn't get a lot of reps, but still knew the system when he was out there on the field. And he's a big quarterback, so he's hard to bring down. And he definitely has he has the strongest arm on our team so far. So I definitely think with a little more maturation, he can definitely be the guy for us.
Who will win the NFC West next year?
Arizona Cardinals.
Other than the Seattle Seahawks, if I'm still with them by the time this video comes out, you really think you guys will win the NFC West next year?
I think once we get all our pieces to the puzzle put together, go in there and work in camp, I don't think nobody can beat us.
I'm gonna say that. Anyway, I know you don't play defense, but what about the defensive side of the ball? You got, A-Dub, Adrian Wilson going, he's getting older, and I can't lie. When we game plan against you guys, we get this guy in coverage. That's what we want to do. You know what I mean? When you look at the defensive side of the ball, do you see any needs? Do you see any room for improvement? What do you guys, in your opinion, you think need on that side of the ball?
I think, collectively as a unit, we just need to, play more together. And I think at times this year we had guys offensively and defensively playing, selfishly for themselves. And we didn't actually, click and have an identity, either offensively or defensively as a team this year. And, that kind of kicked us in the butt, But I think this year we kind of – this offseason, a lot of guys were working together, and they kind of focused on, having a sense of urgency and a sense of who we are as a football team.
How is Larry Fitzgerald as a leader? I mean, I see his tweets. I see things on TV about him holding workouts for guys and things like that. How is he as a leader? Is it all for show?
Larry's not. He's not a vocal guy. Definitely by any means not a vocal guy on the team, but he's one of those hardworking guys that go out there and lead by example. And, you can see him on the football field and in game time situation. That's the guy you want to follow, because he does come up in big time.
Well, I'm a big Larry Fitzgerald fan, and I was just joking, Larry. Larry, you see it? Big fan, man. Come on the show. How about that? I live in Arizona, too. Come on the show.
First off, I want to, say to my true fans, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, especially my Buckeye fans and my Arizona Cardinals fans. Last year was a tough year for us, but, this year is definitely going to be better for us collectively as a team. And, me personally, it's going to be a great year. Thank you, guys.